Hey friends, so today topic is conditional rendering in React. So let's start the tutorial. Today we are going to discuss about very interesting topic in React. And how are you all? Hope doing great. So actually this question is about all that whenever you are building React application, you may often need to show or hide some HTML based on a certain condition. Fortunately, conditional rendering in React work the same way conditions work in JavaScript. We have 4 different approaches and I already uploaded a video about conditional operator and ternary operator, and for you all I shared link of detailed video on operators in description. So if you don't have any idea, then please have a look at each one of them. So we have default elements variable, ternary conditional operators and short circuit operators. Now come to the point, conditional rendering in React. So in React we can create distinct components that encapsulate behavior you need. Then you can render only some of them depending on the state of your application. Conditional rendering in React works the same way conditional work in JavaScript. So use JavaScript operators like if statement or the conditional operator to create elements representing the current state and let React update the UI to match them. Conditional rendering in React is very easy and simple concept. So look further. Now consider these 2 components. See on the screen. There is example. So there is 2 function. First function I create is a user greet, in that props and return the h1 tag. There's a welcome back, and the other one is function guest greet, and here is also props, and what I return is h1 tag, please sign up. So here what is happening is we will create a greeting component that display either of these components depending on whether a user is logged in or logged out. So there are 2 functions. The whatever the condition we use in the second one, according to that the program will choose that which function will be run, user greet or the guest greet. So as you can see, there is a function greeting which take props, and here I use if statement. If the condition is true, then the return is user greet. If not, then the guest greet. So this example render a different greeting depending on the value of is login prop, and the other is element variable. So in the element variable, you can use variables to store elements. This helps you conditionally render a part of the component while the rest of the output does not change. Consider these 2 new components representing logout and login buttons. There is a function login button, it takes props and return is button. There is a button tag. So on click, props on click, the login, and the other function is logout button. So there is 2 function. So in the example now on screen, I create a stateful component called logic control. What is a stateful component? I already explained. So the component which has state, it's called a stateful component. It will render either login button or logout button depending on its current state, and it will also render a greeting component from the previous example. So look on the code. There is a class login control extend. Here is a constructor super, and here I declare a handler on login click. For binding of this, we are using the this keyword. You can see that the handle login click dot bind this, and there is a condition is login true, then the handle login click. And for trying this, you can just pause the video and copy the code in the CodePen or whatever tool you are using for the coding, and also you can note it down. but be sure that try it by yourself, because only watching can't help you. So see further. While declaring a variable and using an if statement is a fine way to conditionally render a component. Sometimes you might want to use a shorter syntax. There are a few ways to inline condition in JSX. Just like inline if with logical and operator, inline if else and conditional operator, and preventing components from rendering. In rare case, you might want a component to hide itself even though it was rendered by another component. To do this, return null instead of its return output. What is a null? I already explained. In the examples, you can see. But I personally recommended you to stick to either conditional operator or the short circuit operator, and they tend to be much more clean and readable. So in React, conditional rendering refers to the process of delivering element and component based on a certain condition. There's more than one way to use conditional rendering in React. As with most things in programming, some are better suited than others depending on the problem you are trying to solve. So if you know that, now you know that how to write a if-else condition in React. I also explained how to prevent rendering with null. So if you want to hide a component, you can make its render method return null. So there's no need to render an empty and different element as a placeholder. One important thing to keep in mind whenever or when returning null, however, is that even though that component doesn't show up, its lifecycle method are still fired. And I also explained the React element variables, how you can store the React in the elements, and the ternary operator in React. I told that I explained in my previous video. The link is in description. You can check it out, the JavaScript tutorial. And there's a short circuit AND operator. So the ternary operator has a special case where it can be simplified. When you want to render either something or nothing, you can only use the AND operator. Unlike the AND operator or double AND doesn't evaluate the right hand expression if evaluating, only the left hand expression can decide the final result. And immediately invoked function expression, as a name implies, IIFES, immediately invoked function expression are functions that are executed immediately after they are defined. There are no need to call them explicitly generally, but if you want to execute the function immediately after it is defined, you have to wrap the whole declaration in parentheses to convert it to an expression and execute it by adding 2 more parentheses. There are all the topics I covered. One is left is high order components in React. So higher order components I already told in my previous videos. I will explain it. So the higher order component is a function that takes an existing component and return a new one with some added functionality. So last but not the least, I personally recommend you to stick to either conditional operator or the short circuit operator. They tend to be much more clean and readable. Alright friends, in the next video we will look lists and keys in React. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.